Now we're going to complete the income analysis worksheet to compare the performance of Britannia hotels from 2010 to 2013. Now, where will these figures come from? They will come from these other worksheets. This is 2010 income, 2011 income, 2012 income, and 2013 income. So we're going to combine the information from these four worksheets into this summary worksheet. Now, since the figures we need do not come from the same worksheet, we need to use a cell reference. We need to use a sheet reference. So let's say a B5. For B5, we need to show the revenues from 2010. Now, the revenues from 2010 are in this worksheet called 2010_income, and it's in B6. So how can we write this reference? Okay, so you do equal. You type the name of the sheet, which is 2010_income, and then you have to enter the exclamation mark. Okay, the exclamation mark is mandatory. It separates the sheet name from the cell reference, and the cell reference is B6. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're setting the value of B5 to be the same as the value of B6, but in the sheet 2010_income. Okay, so now we're going to press enter. Okay, and now you get the answer, which is 2,756. And if you go here, 2010 income, that is the value that's here. Okay, now we also need to bring in the value of the cost of goods sold, selling, general and administrative expenses, and depreciation and amortization. So let's keep going back here. Okay, so the cost of goods sold, once again, it's here in B7. Now, since this is B6, okay, we can simply copy this formula one row down, and it becomes B7 because it adjusts. So we're done here. Now we need to calculate the gross profit. If you look at this cell, there is a red triangle in the upper right-hand corner of A7, and if you point your mouse to it, you see a tool tip or a balloon tip, and it tells you the formula for gross profit, which is revenues minus cost of goods sold. So following on from that tip, we do equal revenue in B5 minus cost of goods sold. Okay, and there you have the gross profit. Now, selling, general and administrative expenses, once again, this has to come from this worksheet, and it's coming from cell B8. So I'm going to type that here. Right? And I will just copy this down. It will become B9. Okay. Now, sheet references don't adjust, but cell references will adjust as long as you don't put a $sign in front of the row or column reference. Okay. Now, once again, we have a balloon tip here. Let's see how to calculate other operating expenses. This would be the sum of general and administrative expenses plus depreciation and amortization. So we simply need to add these two. And that's the result. And now let's calculate net income. Net income is gross profit minus the other operating expenses. So equal B7 minus B10. And profit margin, here's the tooltip, net income divided by revenues. So net income divided by, which is a slash, revenues B5. Okay, now the result is shown to you in decimals. We can convert that into percent. If you look up here under the choice of formats, there's a shortcut button here that says percent. Just click that once and it turns into a percent. And right now it's showing 15%, but we would like to increase the accuracy of the result by adding more decimal places. So here you have a button here, increase decimal. Every time you click this button, you get one decimal place. So we just want one decimal place, so we'll just click once, and it's actually 14.6%. So this is how you refer to cells that are not on the same worksheet. You use a sheet reference.